Greetings. I'm co-president of the Oklahoma Religious Coalition for Reproductive Choice, and my other co-president, the Reverend Mary McNally, if I can get her name out, is right down at our table down here. We are a national coalition of religious groups that support reproductive justice. So why should I care about reproductive justice? Well, after I lost my husband to cancer, I have found another wonderful man to share my life, and I'm gaining a granddaughter. And so I fight for her future and all the young women who will or do have reproductive lives. Last year, when Congress wanted to redefine laws about rape, I ranted about their stupidity, and Richard says to me, "What are you talking about?" And I say, "You need to pay attention." My generation fought so the police and the emergency room personnel and the courts would treat rape as a crime, and these bozos seem to think women might use this as an excuse to get an abortion. Pay attention. Your 40-year-old daughter has enjoyed the reproductive freedoms my generation fought for, but these politicians want to destroy that progress. That means your granddaughter's life could be dramatically different. Well, Richard's no dummy. He paid attention, although he doesn't quite want to admit it that way. Anyway, he got active in the Republican Party again. He went to precinct meetings. He went to conventions to voice his opinions about liberty and religious freedom. And that's what I say to you today. Keep active like you are today, and like the young women who organized this rally. This is how we make a difference. Get your friends registered to vote. They may say their votes don't count, but remind them what happened in this building behind us this past week. They heard our voices and they decided they couldn't afford to pass that personhood bill. Thank you to the House leaders who had the courage and the good sense not to bring that vote to the floor this week. And thank you to the leadership from our sister organization, the Oklahoma Coalition for Reproductive Justice, and Martha Skaters. We have to be involved when the decisions are made, not out here, but in there. And it will take long work to dramatically change the Republican Party and also the Democratic Party here in Oklahoma, just as Constance Johnson said. But we must dedicate ourselves to the task of changing the representation inside. In the meantime, you can respectfully tell politicians what to do. They should work for all Oklahomans. Each woman is capable of making her own reproductive decisions. Individual, private decisions should not be dictated by the government or someone else's religious beliefs. No woman ever asks up politicians for medical advice. Tell them no! My senator, a woman, thinks a doctor needs to be present when a woman swallows a pill. Her maneuver is just to make it more difficult for a woman to obtain RU-486. Politicians think they should make moral decisions for us. Tell them no! When a woman is in her doctor's office on her back with her feet in the stirrups, know that position, ladies? She's having a private conversation with her doctor, not Representative Reynolds, Senator Shorty, or Senator Jolly. Tell them no! Couples with fertility issues need to have treatment without government interference in their most private medical and spiritual decisions. Politicians need to stay out. Tell them no! Where's our first female governor on these issues? Trying to become VP? Very important person. She should take care of Oklahoma women, protect the individual rights of women. The Republican Party used to value the rights of the individual, but has become more interested in interfering in the lives of individuals, especially when those individuals are women of childbearing age. Tell Mary Failing no! The personhood issue has too many unintended consequences. The only ones who will win will be the attorneys who fight the multiple court cases that will result from an amendment to our state constitution. All Oklahomans will lose. Tell Personhood USA no! Whether Whether we belong to a church or attend a church, we all have moral beliefs, and our government does not have the right to cram the beliefs of others into our uterus. Our coalition believes in the Constitution and the First Amendment. We believe that reproductive rights are a vital part of religious liberty. When politicians pass restrictive laws and personhood amendments, tell them no. The Catholic bishops and conservative religious groups have attacked the federal government's decision to include contraception in health insurance policies. The religious beliefs of these conservative groups should not be imposed on all Americans. They have a right to their religious beliefs. However, their beliefs stop right where our faith begins. They do not have the right to coerce or impose their faith on all Americans or cram their beliefs into the uterus of every American woman. Tell them no. We are offended to our core when they meddle in our personal life decisions. We say to them, attend your own congregations. Stay out of our lives. You do not own the religious platform on this discussion. We're taking it back. People of faith will speak out against the nonsense. Personhood is neither a pro-choice nor a pro-life issue. In fact, our group considers it's pro-life. Who is against life? We are for life and justice. Life and justice for women. This is National Children's Book Week. I was a children's librarian. I'm reminded of, you can tell by my t-shirt if you see it up close, I'm reminded of the children's story of the little engine that could, the story of the big engines in the train yard that tried to pull the train over the hill, but couldn't succeed and gave up. But then the littlest train said, I think I can, 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 until she pulled the train to the top of the hill and over. We need to be that, think just like that train with that attitude. I think I can. Tell your friends that people with religious values made a difference this week. We pray, we attend church, we search our conscience before making reproductive decisions, just like the other side does. No longer will we allow them to tell Oklahoma women what our reproductive lives will be. We make our own private decisions. Keep it up. Write, call, organize, vote. Reproductive freedom is ours only if we continue to speak up for it. Remember, tell them no. God bless you and God bless America.